example. This happened a couple years ago when my son was 18 and my 5-year-old was only 3. And happened at 4:20 in the afternoon. And what happened was that my baby had a diaper. I was changing the diaper, and it was a situation. This kid had a spinach puree for lunch. And I'm telling you, it was an evil aroma. I actually remember thinking, this is the worst smell I'm ever going to smell in my house. I actually turned to get a breath of fresh air at 4:20 in the afternoon, and when I did, a whole nother smell. Yeah, look at the pothead, they all know. I smelled pot in my house at 4:20, and I'm like, this is not my biggest problem. I wrapped the baby up, and I'm going to go directly to my son's room, because I know who it's going to be in. And I'm not going to knock, because I am a Law and Order dude, man. I am going in like Buford Pusser, man. I'm kicking the door, and I'm like, what? And there's my son. He's laying in the bed. His eyes are as big as Frisbees. And he's staring at the ceiling fan as it slowly rotates through what can only be described as a fog of marijuana smoke. And I am pissed. I'm like, Vinnie, are you smoking pot? And he looked at me and he giggled. He goes, no. I go, well, Vinnie, did a bag of pot inadvertently catch fire in your room? Maybe you left a bag of pot in the windowsill and the sun came through the window and magnified itself, and maybe it set some pot on fire, and now he's got that whole pot paranoia thing. He's like, can that happen? No, you little freak, that can't happen. I know what you're thinking. You think I yelled, but I didn't yell, and I'll tell you why I didn't yell. Because the yelling would do no good. It's not like he didn't know whether or not smoking pot was a big deal. It's not like he rolled a joint and thought to himself, I wonder if Dad's gonna mind if I spark up as he changes the infant. I did the only thing I could think of. I called the cops. Yeah, I called the cops because I'm gonna teach my son a lesson he will never forget. That, my friends, is tough love. I am Super Nanny. You got it? I'm going to have my son arrested in his own house, and that's something he will never forget. And 2 cops answered the call. There was an old cop, very official, very cop-like, I understand. We have a marijuana situation in the domicile. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but my boy's upstairs smoking dope, and I want to have him arrested. And there was a younger cop, probably a pothead himself. And I say that because when I said I want to have him arrested, he kind of like rolls his eyes and went like, narc, like that. So the older cop goes, well, let's go upstairs and we'll take a look. And they go upstairs, and there's my son. He's in the window now. He's got the window open. And he's furiously trying to fan marijuana smoke out of the window. But it's not working because there's a northeast wind blowing. Just not working out for him. I go, there he is, officers, arrest that boy. And the older cop goes, well, where's the marijuana? I go, well, you smoked the marijuana. Don't you see the fog? And sure as hell, the younger cop is now looking at the fan going, that is so wicked. The older cop goes, well, if there's no marijuana, I can't arrest the boy. And I go, well, search the room. There's bound to be more marijuana. And he goes, I can't search the room because this is his room. I said, oh, no, that's a misunderstanding. This is not his room. This is my room. This is my room in my house. That driveway you parked in, that's my driveway. When you went by the kitchen, that woman yapping in the kitchen, that's my wife. I got this whole shooting match in mine, and this is just a room that I let him sleep in, and that's only happening because 18 years ago, my wife twitched. Like, I give you permission to search the room. He goes, it doesn't work like that. He goes, but I'll search, or he goes, I'll let you search the room. I'll give you 5 minutes, and if you find marijuana, we'll arrest the boy. And now my son starts laughing in my face. Because his room is a pigsty, he knows there's no way I'm going to find marijuana in under 5 minutes. I want to punch him right in the throat, but I can't because the cops are right there. So I go, fine, I'll search the room. And I look into his backpack, and there's a cell phone that I paid for. I want to shake it in his face and go, this is how you pay me back? But I was so worked up that I fumbled the phone and I dropped it. And when it hit the floor, the little battery compartment door popped off the back. And so help me God, a little bag of pot spilled right out of the back. I had CSI'd that situation properly in under 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like David Caruso on a hot Monday night. I'm whipping off my imaginary glasses, arrest that boy. They did. They put him up against the wall, they frisk him, and after frisking him, I started having bizarre anti-cop thoughts. I'm like, oh my God, look at these pigs just burst into my son's room without a search warrant. And they arrest him. 30 minutes goes by. And I start having buyer's remorse. I'm like, oh my God, I have my own boy arrested. What's wrong with me? and I'm feeling all kinds of guilty. And then my cell phone rings, and it's my son calling me to bail him out of jail. When you called me to bail you out, you jackass, I dropped dime on you. What the hell is wrong with you? What are you thinking? He goes, I don't know, I'm still stoned. I find out if I don't bail him out, they're going to take him to county jail, where he will either get raped or he will meet a better drug dealer. Can't let that happen. So there I am 15 minutes later with $1,000 of my money. Bailing him out of jail like a battered wife. It's the first time. He didn't mean it. He really loves me. We're going to get counseling. All the cops are looking at me and laughing. That's the same guy that called us. Play the tape. It's him. It's the same jackass. A month goes by. He does not have money to hire an attorney. I find out if he gets convicted, he will have a permanent drug record. He's an 18-year-old boy. Can't let that happen. So I had to hire a lawyer. It cost me $4,400 to defend my son in the case that I started. I got my son on the witness stand. They go, did you smoke pot? He didn't even blink an eye. He goes, no, I didn't. The judge got frustrated. He goes, come on now, Vinnie. How do you explain that big fog of marijuana smoke these officers said they saw? And without blinking an eye, my son goes, well, my dad said that maybe the sun came through the window. They got me on the witness stand. They actually asked me if he's smoking pot. I can't lie, because they got me on tape 30 days earlier going, he's smoking dope. Come get him. I'm not going to lie, because I'll be damned if I'm going to do perjury for this little mess. In jail time, I'll be the only one in jail. So I pull the whole I do not recall thing, and we beat the case. They throw it out. And then I'm driving my son home, and nobody's talking in that car. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm now going to say the ultimate father thing to let this little kid know how serious this is. And I'm thinking, but I got nothing. I wheeled and turned, and I'm coming up blank everywhere I look, and I pull up in front of the house. I look at my son, I give him my meanest father look, and before I can say a word, he looks at me and goes, I hope you learned your lesson.